Alright, so can people be possessed by demons, entities, aliens, evil spirits, lose their soul, and so on during an ayahuasca trip? The answer is yes, but and 99% of the time, the people that you hear talking about these things did not have this experience. Let me explain in a very quick way. Possession by different kind of energies, it can happen, but it's not very common. This happens usually in the jungle. It happens to people that are involved in some sort of shamanism / black magic, witchcraft, who have enemies that have done things to them. The modern person does not have, let's call them enemies, or people who dislike them that much and who understand the way that these occult sciences work. So why do people speak about being possessed by spirits? Why is it so common? Why some people really feel traumatized after an ayahuasca ceremony? Well, the reason is that what they're seeing in their trip as an evil spirit or as an entity that is inside of them is a visual representation of a part of them. I'll give you a personal example. I used to have alcohol problems. I used to drink way too much, and I didn't know that I was an alcoholic. I was very addicted to it. And there was a ceremony in which I started seeing a lot of demons around me, and I saw disgusting things. I saw people being tortured, a lot of violence, women, children being abused, physically, sexually, emotionally. So it was like all the ugliness of humanity and the worst things that my mind could picture were happening right in front of me, and were being done, or the pain was being inflicted by what seemed like dark monsters, demons, entities. My first reaction was one of fear, like praying and breathing and thinking, I am a warrior of the light, and yada yada yada, trying to pray to God, to Jesus, trying to get people or somebody to help me. But I realized that I was being dismissive. I was not facing or even being open to understanding what these visions were about. The moment that I chose to look into them closely, I saw that the medicine was showing me the spirit of alcohol. And it was showing me that those ugly things that I saw happening were the potential of what a human can do under the influence. Right? I saw all the pain that is created out of alcohol, the families that are destroyed, the abuse that is inflicted, because people lose themselves. Right? They get drunk, they become violent, they become very animalistic in a way that is not healthy for anybody. And then they cross lines, they cross boundaries of those around them. So I understood that I was not being haunted by demons. I was just being shown in a visual way, in a way that I could understand. I was being shown my own demons, let's say, my own energies. It felt like they were inside of me, or like they were taking over me, because they had already done so. I used to go out and party and get intoxicated and be a bit more of an asshole, have less respect for friends, people, women. It did not bring the best in me. I would be more irritable, get into fights. And so in a way, I was already possessed by these energies. I was already being ruled and enslaved to my compulsions towards alcohol. So can people be possessed by demons and entities in ayahuasca? Yes, but it almost never happens. And when it happens, it usually happens to indigenous people living deep in the Amazon jungle that have beef with a shaman that knows how to do these kind of things. The modern person, and that includes you that has a laptop or a cell phone to watch this video, you most likely will never find or run into someone that can do this. And if a friend of you told you about possession and demons, and if they had this experience, I invite you to consider if your friend was speaking about their own demons. I was perhaps unaware of it, because that is the case. We're already possessed, and in a way, ayahuasca shows us what's inside of us, how ugly it can be, so that we can purge it out, so that we can release it, so that we can heal it. So, yes, can you be possessed? Yes. Most likely, it won't happen to you, and it has never happened to anyone you know. However, you are already enslaved by your own energies, your own compulsions, your own addictive tendencies. So, why be afraid if it's already happening? Instead, drinking medicine may allow you to witness, to be aware of why it's happening, how to let it go, so you can actually be free from these tendencies. I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, post them below. If you want to come and join us in one of our retreats in Colombia, there's also a link with our upcoming dates. And that's it. I hope you have a beautiful day.